Hey, just Jay here, and it's day 88 of the Bearded Brace Face. As usual, I had like 2 or 3 topics going through my head about what I was going to vlog about today, and last minute I scrapped them all for what I'm going to talk about now. When I woke up and was getting ready for work, the first topic that came to mind was this idea that beards are over, the trend has ended, and they're just not a popular thing to have anymore. Today's experiences have changed the topic. Instead, I want to talk about how my beard magically brings joy to people's lives. And I know that sounds completely egotistical and ridiculous, but it doesn't make it any less true. For a while there, I went without a lot of people commenting on my beard in public. I would still get at least 1 or 2 comments a day, but not like I was getting before with a little bit shorter beard. I think when the ends of the beard were looking pretty thin and scraggly, less people started talking to me about the beard. But ever since I shaped it a little better and it looks more full here at the bottom, I've noticed more people talking to me about my beard. And I don't think every bearded man gets talked to like I get talked to. Mostly because if you take off my beard, I kinda have a baby face. And I think people realize that. Whereas other bearded men that may look a little bit scarier and intimidating, if you took off their beards, they would probably still look a little bit scary and intimidating. I don't think I've ever had a scary or intimidating face. I've got a couple stories from just today illustrating why I believe that my beard brings people joy. In the first story that I'm going to tell today, I was meeting up with a client at Cafe Rio for lunch. My client was already in line, along with a few other people that are working on the same project, a little bit dispersed throughout the line. I don't think my client has seen me in about a year or so, and as soon as he turned around and saw me, he greeted me fairly loudly, saying that he wanted to take a picture with my beard, so it immediately drew a lot of attention to me. And as I was talking to the different people that I knew in line, the people in between them naturally started looking at me as well. At one point, an older gentleman that happened to be a dentist decided that he wanted to get in on the conversation. We talked about my beard for a little bit, and I also talked to him about my braces. Super short conversation. It was a little bit strange that he told me that I could be a model, so if there's any modeling agents out there looking for a bearded brace face, I'm right here and I'm dentist approved to be a model. One of the guys I was meeting with asked me if I get approached a lot about my beard, and I said yes, because it really does happen quite a bit. So that's story number 1. Story number 2. In my vlog about being jolly, not chunky, I told a story about a cashier at the grocery store. Well, tonight I went to that same grocery store and I happened to go through her line again. I felt like she was very happy to see me. There was nobody behind me in line, so we talked a little bit more about my beard. She told me how me coming through her line brings a smile to her face. I told her that I do video production work and that there's a shoot coming up where I'm going to be a hipster Santa Claus. So she was really excited about that, wanted to see the video when it's done. I also told her about the bearded brace face, but I didn't let her know that I vlogged about her. She handed me her business card. Her name is Jet B. Horn, and she wrote and illustrated a children's book titled If I Had a Farm. You can find it on Amazon and also on her website, ifihadafarm.com. Again, she has no clue that I'm vlogging about this. I think next time when I go through her line, I'm gonna let her know that I've talked about her twice now. So Jet, if you're watching this, hi, welcome to the Bearded Brace Face vlog. Hope this helps get a few more people to your book. She rung me up and I went out to my car, and I think we both left a little bit happier because of our interaction. And this is where I think the magical power of this beard comes in. In both of these cases and many other cases, the beard is a segue to real human connection. Well, I feel like Jet is genuinely a happy person and probably has some sort of connection with everybody that goes through her line. The conversations that I've had with her are different than other people. And those people at Cafe Rio who are going to be standing in a line would have just been standing in a line. But instead of just standing in a line surrounded by people, they were engaged with other people in a common experience. That experience just happened to be talking about my beard. I could see smiles on faces when they would overhear people talking to me about my beard. And that is just so cool. Workers at amusement parks yelling at me as I go by on a roller coaster that my beard is awesome. When I was in Washington, D.C. and people pretty much just stare forward and pass each other on the streets, I would have people shout out, "Hey, nice beard." Or security guards in museums coming up to talk to me. I want to make it clear that I'm not all about getting attention. That's not the point of this. And it's not the part that makes me happy. In fact, I don't really care about attention. I'd rather not get attention. But if I can somehow be a conduit for people to break out of their bubble and feel like they can approach another person and have a human connection, I absolutely love that. This beard, as goofy as it may seem, tears down social walls and allows people to feel open enough to interact with me. I'm not gonna lie, it does scare some small small children. But for the most part, this is a magical social connection building beard. And for that, I love it. I feel like my beard makes the world just a little bit brighter. As always, hope this wasn't horrible.